we hit some loose gravel, and the rear end of the car completely loses control. So Nick is doing this, going back and forth, and we look up ahead of us, and there's a pickup coming in the opposite direction, and it is going all over the road. We have these deer in the headlights type look, and it looks like we are going to crash head on. And right as our bumpers are about to hit, Nick whips the car this way, the other guy whips the car that way, and we miss each other by maybe 6 inches. Whoa! And as this guy goes by, he's a big man, he sticks his hand out the window, and he yells at us. He yells, "Pig!" And Nick turns to me, and he says, well, that guy was swerving all over the road, too. He had no reason to yell at me. I'm like, Nick! Boom, we run right into the pig. Yeah. It was traumatic. It's traumatic. The pig in that story is a lot like adversity in our lives. You know, and we are a lot like Nick driving. This is our life. We're like barely hanging on, aren't we? We're so busy and we got all this stuff going on, we're barely hanging on, and then boom, adversity comes. We can't plan for adversity. We can't go to God and say, Lord, Thursday afternoon looks really good for some adversity. From the rest of this talk, whenever I say anything that has to do with the word suffer, if I say suffered or suffering or suffered, you are going to think of that thing, boom, right off the bat, and you are going to stand and you're going to yell, praise God, as loud as you possibly can. And you're going to praise God for that thing that has happened to you. And then you're going to sit down and be quiet and let me continue. This is sometimes difficult for groups to do. Now, I'm going to even give you some incentive. If we do it well as a group, meaning it's in unison, it's loud, and then you're pretty quiet afterwards so I can go on, I will throw a t-shirt out in the general direction of people that have done a good job. And remember, too, I'm throwing t-shirts, but that's not what you're doing it for. You're going to praise God for the first time in your life for that difficulty that you're either dealing with right now or you've dealt with in the past. Everybody understand? Got it? This is a lot. This is tough to do. Let's try. Let's practice. The pig in that story obviously suffered. Praise God! That was pretty good. Good job right there. Nice.